we have an intern here named Isaac, who I met at Hofstra. And when I was an intern for Mitch Albom, and when I was an intern for the station in Lansing, no one talked to me. Like, Mitch Albom didn't talk to me unless I had to drive him around. And then he was just kind of ordering me around. So when someone agrees to do free labor, the best thing to do is at least introduce them to the people. So, Isaac, if you could please come in here just so people on YouTube could see you. You can go to YouTube and watch us. Just search 985thesportshub.com to meet young Isaac. You can see him, the visual aspect of Isaac. Hardy, now, how is this all, how are we being introduced to Isaac today?
Well, I think it's very, very simple, actually.
Hey there. It's Isaac.
Isaac, now, Fred, you have made quite a point of meeting and greeting these people and kind of taking them under your wing and serving as a mentor. Would you like to introduce Isaac by first and last name, please, to everybody?
Well, it's just Isaac. He's told me he doesn't want his last name shared. I don't know Isaac's last name off the top of my head, and I maybe have not gotten to know Isaac as much as I should have. But nonetheless, Hardy, you have solved this problem for me?
Yeah. I think Isaac could probably introduce himself, too. Do you want Isaac on the mic during this?
Keep the mic open.
Okay.
No pressure, Isaac. No pressure.
Isaac, would you like to introduce yourself to everybody who has not yet met you here on the show?
Yeah, I'm Isaac. I'm a student at Hofstra. I met Fred at Hofstra in June.
Yeah.
And he was very nice to bless me with an internship. I engineered his show from Hofstra at the Talkers Convention, and I'm very grateful.
Yeah, a lot of right-wing nut jobs at that thing.
What is your last name, Isaac, please?
Isaac Brendel.
How about that, Fred?
Isaac,
write that one down.
Isaac's my guy. All right.
So I asked Isaac a few questions, and he was kind enough to record his answers. We didn't necessarily want to put him under the pressure of being live on the radio, so instead we have just a couple of different questions that I asked of Isaac here.
Isaac! Hi.
Isaac Brendel. I asked him just right off the bat, not to bury the lead, what it is that he has learned from you, Fred Toucher.
Wow. This is like someone speaking at your funeral and being able to see.
So,
right,
again, he had time to, formulate his thoughts, didn't want to put him on the spot, so here's what Isaac had to say.
I grew up listening to Fred, so now to have him as a mentor and intern on his show is a true honor. I met Fred at the Talkers Convention at Hofstra University on June 7th. Fred was there. He was mentoring all throughout the 4 hours, and then he did what he called on the air that day a fireside chat afterwards. You could just tell the commitment to making the broadcasting world a better place. Everyone there really appreciated it. More importantly, I believe I've learned from Fred is that being early is extremely overrated. When I met Fred for the first time...
That's right. That's right. Scale back on the work ethic.
And you followed through.
Yeah. I said, don't try so hard. Keep it nice and neutral. Let's not start setting standards.
Isaac Brendel, motherfucking Brendel.
Hi.
That's Isaac. Well, you don't have to get in that early. Isaac.
No.
Don't worry about it.
That's what he's learned so far. That
He used to get in at 1 a.m.
He grew up listening.
He used to get in, he filled every box.
He learned from you that he listened to you, he engineered for you, and there's no need to get here early. Okay.
All right. Well, listen, Isaac, I'm glad you listened. You heard that. You in my commitment to the broadcasting
I think he's just
industry.
witnessed it.
Yeah. I get here when I'm supposed to get here. Don't worry.
He grew up listening to you, Fred. That's
I know,
great.
That's the sad part.
Grew up listening to you.
And look at how he turned out. He goes to Hofstra. Everyone's so concerned about me.
For the 6 o'clock show, I showed up at 4:45.
Hachi Machi, Isaac. That's completely unnecessary. Let's not.
Oh, my God.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah. All right. We're selling Isaac to the people. This is good for you, Isaac. Trust me.
I thought Fred was going to be there, preparing, getting his stuff ready. Boy, was I wrong. I don't think he even walked in until 5:45, and that's great motivation. Sleep a little more.
Yeah, you got to get that sleep. That's how your brain rests and the cells regenerate. Great ideas come to me in my sleep, Isaac. If I deprive myself of sleep, I could die earlier, and then I would deprive the world of my presence. Well, you thought that through. Good for you, Isaac.
I've always been someone that likes to wake up and get places early. When I got to the Sports Hub after Fred blessed me with this great internship, I noticed that Fred arrives about 15 minutes, and maybe that's even being generous before the show starts. So,
Isaac, now, unfair, 5:40, 5:35 today. We meet every morning at 5:45. I'm here. Unless I'm not, but I generally am.
But he's just telling the story. He was here an hour before you that first day, and when you finally walked in, an hour after Isaac was here, and he just said,
"Hi, I'm Isaac." Being early is very overrated. I have learned that from Fred Toucher.
Yep, that is true. Isaac, I'm glad I could see you.
My name is Isaac Brendel. Say my name. Isaac.
All right.
Now,
this is good, right, Isaac?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's good
Announced
stuff.
his presence with authority.
All right, and now what do we have?
So
for you,
I wanted us to learn more about Isaac. I mean, he is certainly wanted to extol your virtues, but I wanted to know more about Isaac. So I asked him, Isaac, you're in college now, but what was the craziest thing you did in high school? Just the nuttiest thing that you did as a high school student. And
I hope it's Isaac. You didn't admit to anything that can get you arrested, Isaac.
No, nothing in that
Good
nature.
for you.
Say my name. Say my name. Isaac.
so this is the story that Isaac told as the craziest tale from high school.
All right, here we go. We're meeting our intern, Isaac. Here we go.
There are many high school memories that stand out. There is one that stands out to me. There was a girl I had a dicey past with. We never got along.
Herpes? It's happened to me, Isaac. Believe me. I'm just joking.
Hey there.
I'm just joking. Isaac is a good boy. Here we go.
There are many high school memories that stand out. There is one that stands out to me. There was a girl I had a dicey past with. We never got along. I mean, for years, we just didn't get along. I could not stand her. She could not stand me. In middle school, during recess on the playground, she had attempted to throw a rock at me.
Isaac?
Yeah.
Isaac Brendel, Isaac motherfucking Brendel.
Hi.
She threw a rock at you, Isaac?
Yeah. Good memories. 6th or 7th grade.
She tried to, but she failed?
Failed miserably.
Typical.
Very dicey past together. And at my high school, a couple years later, there was a restaurant in the school. I was the cashier, meaning that I was ringing people up and making coffee. Those were my two duties. So she came in, she ordered her iced coffee.
What time would you get into the to your job at the school?
I think it started at 7:20.
Would you get there at 3?
Yep, that's me.
Now, Isaac, did you get paid to be the cashier?
They had paid people about a year before I arrived, and then they stopped.
So you just
for credit.
were the cashier at the restaurant for fun?
It was for credit, so you get high school credit. It was an elective credit.
Oh, there's like a 7-Eleven credit? Like, this is kind of you got credit for doing a minimum wage job? Good for you, Isaac.
Hey there.
What else did they have you do? Mopping?
Yeah,
It's quite a little thing there. They have you doing lawn work? Like, was this a public high school?
yes.
Oh, and your parents were paying tax money, and they got you working the cashier job. Hachi Machi.
Hi, I'm Isaac. I was the cashier, meaning that I was ringing people up and making coffee. Those were my two duties. So she came in, she ordered her iced coffee. She was just as snobby and rude as I remembered her. So she orders the coffee, and I go back to make it. And I decided to not take the high road. Let's just say that I filled the entire cup up with ice, the entire thing up. And she had ordered believe it was something sweet with a lot of cream and sugar. So I put as much of that in and as little coffee in as possible. I purposely made the coffee the wrong way. Knowing I did this, there was very little coffee. The vast majority of this was ice. I gave it to her, saw her take a sip. She pretty much slurped. There was so little coffee in there, and she was just angry, and I saw that face, the angry face that I had been seeing for so many years, and a great memory. Still have a laugh about it with my buddies to this day.
Isaac! Take that, woman. You're gonna throw a rock at me? This coffee has been made incorrectly.
So much ice.
Isaac.
She ordered.
She was completely unsatisfied with that coffee, wasn't she, Isaac?
She was completely unsatisfied. It was a badge of honor. It was
And did she even have the guts to say anything to you?
No.
No, she just walked away, tail between her legs, didn't she, Isaac?
Pretty much.
Isaac!
Hi.
Isaac. Well, I'm glad we never. Would you do that to us? You would not do that to us, would you, Isaac?
Never.
All right.
Can you believe that girl ordered an iced coffee, extra sweet, extra cream, and Isaac went ahead and gave her a lot of ice and a lot of sweetener and a lot of cream.
Tally it up.
Say my name. Isaac.
Tie it up to just tie it all into just being a footloose and fancy free adolescent. All right. Well, Isaac.
Bring out the gimp.
Say my name. Isaac.
All right, Isaac. Are you happy?
This is great.
Okay. Do you have social media or anything you want people that they can see on?
No,
Is there anything you want?
I'm not that active.
Good
no.
for you. You keep that.
Smart.
You don't need that coffee story going viral.
No. Well,
It looks worse in print. Believe me.
This was a great introduction to you.
Hey there. It's Isaac.
I mean, we learned a lot. The high school experiences, what he's learned so far in his internship. We've just begun to dig and mine the mother lode that is Isaac Brendel.
Well, Isaac, I hope the audience has a sense of humor to what you did to that woman. That coffee was not in any way, shape, or form the way that she ordered it. But listen, she threw a rock at you. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Isaac, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Isaac.
I'm glad that you got to get to be a part of this, and I'm glad you've learned the most important lesson. Let's not try so hard. We'll get here when we're rested. Let's not go crazy. Let's not over prepare. That's the enemy of creativity. Way to go, Isaac.
Well done.